short 30-second interstitial, which is an introduction for a video show called Fast Women. I wanted to give a little bit of an idea of what Fast Women might be. And I always start working in my sketchbook. As you can see here, I have lots and lots of sketchbooks. I fill up a couple of these a year. I love getting out of the studio and going to my favorite coffee houses, sitting and thinking about what I want to do. When I started thinking about this, I was watching another movie and I was listening and there was a sound of this hot rod driving this car. I thought, wow, that's really neat. And I suddenly thought it would be very funny to juxtapose the sound of a real race car with a little girl. So from that, I basically started doing a very, very rough storyboard. At the same time also, I went to Sound Dogs, which is a website, and I found some sounds of race cars. And I listened to a lot of different ones, and I said, you know, this is really good because it has a lot of energy. I went out and I used my mini disc recorder. I tape recorded some outdoor sounds like birds, and they're playing in the background. So then, after I had the soundtrack kind of timed out, and sometimes I'll do the soundtrack first, sometimes the soundtrack comes afterwards, I put together a storyboard. So here it is, she's sitting there, and she's getting ready to go, and then she goes, she shifts, and she presses the nitro button, and then she moves ahead, and then she pulls her sleeve. We zoom in on this tattoo that says Fast Woman. With the sound, and you can put these pictures together and get a rough idea of the timing from one pose to the next. I scanned in each of the cards and I brought them into this program to create an animatic. And the idea here is animation is a long process. It's like pushing a golf ball across a parking lot with your nose. It takes a long time. So before you do the final animation, you really want to have an idea if you're heading in the right direction. Think of it, you take lines on paper or on the computer or clay and you give it life, you give it emotion by letting it act. And that's wonderful, it's magical.